We were up and we were at 'em.
We're tired.
No. We're ready to go, man.
Gotta not.
We got a lot of packing to do. Gotta get the tent broken down. Everything's freaking wet because it's morning in the mountains, but we're making it work. We're gonna try and get out of here ASAP, Rocky.
Get some 8-mile hike in.
Yeehaw.
And then get another 4-mile hike in.
Yeehaw.
Maybe get some fishing in.
I'd like that.
So.
All right, man.
Stay tuned.
Yeehaw.
Roll the B-roll.
Should have everything else. I'll shove my sleeping bag and my backpack or my tent in there.
Whoa, dude, do you see that? Do you see that over there?
What is it?
Dude.
Whoa. Look at all those shameless plugs.
That's sick.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby.
With some jelly legs and aching backs, we flew down the mountain in no time flat. The Oasis that is my little black truck was a welcome sight to sore eyes after a few days of roughing it. The promise of sponge baths and PBJs might have been the perfect motivation to get us up and off of that trail. But with that sun sitting high, we clearly had no time to waste, and we were back in the truck, flying down the road with high hopes and full bellies, ready to take on anything that came in our path.
Well, we're here at wherever we're at. We got a shorter hike today. We already hiked out of the other one. So hopefully we can get there, and it's a lot of people at the parking lot right now, but I'm assuming most of them are elk hunters since it's like opening week and it's a holiday. So hopefully we don't run into too many fishermen and we can go catch some mondos.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Grass noodle.
Grass noodle. Mr. Man.
If you open the door.
The miles are starting to rack up, man. We have made it to our campsite. We've got a little bit of work to do. We got to clear some stuff. We are on this amazing ridge. We'll show you in a minute, but we're moving a bit slow. We've got some camp to set up, and hopefully we can hit that evening bite here soon. What do you think?
I'm used to Kansas. We don't have a lot of mountains.
You're not in Kansas anymore, bud.
Struggling just a little bit, but we're getting it.
Like I said, the miles are adding up, if you can't tell. Got the campsite. Got the gear tent. Got the tarp drying out, and then way back there, right there, is our bear spray. Oh, and we can't forget about Kowalski.
We got the rods.
We're ready to go fishing. This is gonna be an evening scout, kind of a mid-afternoon evening bite. Gonna march down there and fingers crossed we can make something happen.
Yep. So let's go have some fun.
Let's go.
Up until this point, things were going pretty smooth, all things considered. I mean, the hike was rough, and the hike in, we were tired. That's just what it was. But this is where things really started to go downhill, and it kind of all started with the fishing. And for a little bit of background of where we actually were, we were sitting on a major tributary of a major drainage here in southern Colorado. And I've fished this tributary before, so I knew there were big fish in here. The only problem was we were situated about 3 miles downstream of where I'd started the time I'd gone fishing there. The further downstream we went, each crystal clear run and super deep pool, it looked super, super fishy. The only issue was each of them was shockingly lacking in the fish department. It was unbelievable.
This is why we do what we do, folks. This is why we meat hang. These last 3 runs have been a grind, and I don't see any fish. So we're gonna book it further up north where we know, there should be fish. I know I've caught them there before. So this canyon has done us dirty, and I think it's time to, switcheroo, try something else and hike more, yay.
Yay, more hiking.
Woo!
And because of that, I was actually able to spot the first fish of the day, which I'll show now.
Yes! Get him in, get him in.
Yeah,
they're here. Let's go.
Yes!
Oh man, we were scared for a minute.
Dude, I thought today was gonna be a total round.
That's a nice fish.
That's a good round. Thank you, fish gods. Thank you. There are fish gods in the world. We were panicking, folks. We were 100% panicking.
It was big scary.
It was big scary. But this little feller, this little Conejos Brown wanted a little ant action. Look at him go.
Oh, what a beauty.
That's fantastic. We'll make sure to get that boy unpinnied here. Can we get one more cheeky 2 on the boy?
Cheeky 2, 3, 4.
All right, ready? That's a great fish.
It's a beautiful fish.
Especially the grindy grind we've been working with. All right, you wanna see him?
Yeah, let's let him go.
Thanks, buddy.
I miss you.
Now that little brownie brown was a welcome sight. A full day of working to get on some fish. The only problem was that ended up being the only fish of the day. It gave us a little spark of hope, but then soon after it was snuffed out. And Kowalski and I kept moving upstream, and we tried our darndest to get on some fish, but it just was not happening. And with a little bit of sunlight left, we decided it'd probably be a better idea to double back, go back to camp, and just rest up for the day to come, because the next day was going to be our last full final send. But remember earlier when I said this was just the beginning? Well, this was just the beginning.
The mighty heroes have been humbled, to say the least. We are, I would say, at a low point in morale. Humbled might be the better word.
Zooted. Mega zooted.
It doesn't really show through, but the miles are starting to add up. So, with one fish and tough water, we decided to call it there, losses, and maybe get a head start on tomorrow. What's the game plan for tomorrow?
We're gonna get up, crack of dawn, and just bust it up to the canyon.
Because I've fished one of the canyons before. We're gonna start where I ended and go into the next canyon. Because in theory, the fish aren't going anywhere, hopefully. So what we gotta do now, basic camp stuff. You hungry?
I eat.
Yeah.
Get some water.
Definitely water. Then probably bed.
And yeah, sleep.
Don't think we're gonna do a fire tonight. We're on this pretty amazing bluff. We're gonna watch the sky turn pink and probably shut our eyes soon after. So yeah, stick around. We'll keep you updated and let's get some dinner going.
Oh yeah.
Things are all situated. I've got all my charging gear and food making stuff ready to go. Kowalski's back at the tent right now. He's just resting his legs, and I think I'm gonna get started on dinner, and watch this beautiful, beautiful sunset across this whole valley. So
you can think that you're doing everything right, taking all the right precautions and all the right steps to make sure that you and whoever you're with is safe and healthy. But sometimes it's just bad luck. Things happen. As I was getting dinner all prepped, I had this, it was this inkling feeling that something might be up. It was not like Kowalski to, one, miss cooking dinner, and two, to be taking a nap. I mean, we were college roommates. I never knew him to take naps, so it just seemed a bit strange. And then I recalled a couple of times where he just looked super pale in the face, or we stopped an extra couple times for him to use the restroom along the way, and at the time it didn't really register, but now I just felt like something was off. But soon after dinner was ready, we sat and watched that sunset, and Kowalski seemed pretty fine. He ate most of his meal, and we just kind of sat and talked, and he seemed a little bit more peppy after a nice nap, which was comforting on my end. But it wasn't soon after we fell asleep, after it had gotten nice and dark and started to get cold, that I heard some fumblings around 10 p.m. Frantic hands, fumble with the tent zipper, and I was met with the crisp mountain air and the sound of poor Kowalski yakking his guts out. This happened exactly again 1 hour later at 11 p.m. There are so many variables you have to consider when it comes to somebody getting sick in the backcountry. After the first time he threw up, I grilled Kowalski hard to gain a full picture of his symptoms, as best as possible, of course. Questions like, what did you throw up? Where did you throw up? Are you hot? Are you cold? Does your head hurt? Does your skin itch? Are you dizzy? Can you see? I'll tell you what, folks, a lot was running through my head because this entire time, this whole meat hang, we had been eating and drinking the same exact things. Our regimen was almost identical. So as I tried to force Kowalski to drink a little water, my thoughts shifted. An absolute laundry list of common waterborne diseases started running through my head. I thought, is this going to hit me? Is he getting worse? Is he getting better? Can I carry him out in the dark? Can we pack out if he's too sick? How much water did he lose? Where's the closest hospital? Can we pack out in the dark? Where do we fill up water last? What do we eat last? But luckily for us, his system was purged. His condition stabilized, but it was clear he was fighting something nasty. The decision was made. Meat hang, it was over. It was a sleepless night waiting on the sun to illuminate our path. Bacterial Gastroenteritis. That was the ER doctor's conclusion. Symptoms may include nausea, vomiting, high fever, and dehydration. Sounds about right. Somewhere along the way, Kowalski had picked up this nasty bug from the water we were drinking. We'd been using iodine pills to purify all our water throughout this trip, and I'd been using iodine this entire summer and hadn't had any issues. Our best guess is that somehow the bad water had either gotten on the lid or the rim of his water bottle, so everything inside was good, but where his lips touched, not so much. 2 weeks of fighting this thing and just pure suck every step of the way, Kowalski had almost lost 20 pounds. Pounds he didn't really have to lose. Make no mistake, folks, Kowalski is one of the toughest guys I know. Even though he felt like death, we packed up camp and hiked out right as the sun came up that next morning. You'd hear the occasional call of the crow or crunch of morning frost, but one thing you didn't hear was Kowalski complaining. Not a flippin' chance. Slowly but surely, we slugged our way and made it to the trailhead. Meat hang was officially over. Having to pull the plug on a trip like this a few days early, there's no two ways around it. It sucks. And we both put in so much work to make this shindig happen. It kills me when I know that the rug was basically pulled out from under us. And that sort of thing can cloud the perception, especially of a trip of this magnitude. It's always so easy to look at the coulda, the shoulda, the woulda in a situation like this. But instead of dwelling on what didn't happen, Kowalski and I decided to reminisce on the accomplishments, everything that we did in the time we were given. And holy cow, this was a trip of a lifetime. The super gnarly hikes mixed with the challenges of chasing trophy trout, makes for an extreme challenge. So when you actually find success, it literally means the world. And yeah, that's why we get so stoked, you know? I mean, how many times in your life do you and your best friend share an entire valley filled with world-class trout for a few days? And oh, by the way, have it all to yourself. I mean, it was truly incredible. The most important thing though is that this was our third meat hang. And you know what they say? Third time is truly the charm. This was now a tradition. Now, where exactly the next meat hang will be, I think that remains a mystery for now. One thing I do know is that wherever we end up, there's gonna be no shortage of laughs.
And action part in the... Hi! Oh, it's locked. Oh no!
It's Daddy here. We're talking about Daddy.
Saw it.
How's that ass crack? Is that good? Is that good stuff?
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you filming too?
I'm filming too.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
We have so much footage.
This is gonna be an editing nightmare.
Hey, is there anything you want to tell your fans at fly season?
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy, howdy, Kowalski. It looks like they made it to the end of the video. That's pretty nice.
Thank you so much, and thank you for finding our content interesting. We're just a couple of goons having fun, putting some stuff together, and we're glad you like it.
And if you're following along, really enjoying this whole, whatever this is,
Fly season community.
we got two things for you. First and foremost, being the Instagram, you know, fishy pics. We do giveaways. I'm always willing to talk, so hit me up. I love talking with y'all. And the second thing, I would say pretty big,
is the Discord. If you want to become a part of the Fly All Season community and really get to know everyone else involved, please join the Discord. We got almost 300 people in there, and we're talking flies, we're talking, different fishing spots all around the world. We have people from New Zealand, from Maine, Colorado, all the way to California.
Europe, I think. We
got some Europe guys from France.
It's so cool.
So yeah, hop in the Discord, join the community, and yeah, let's talk some fly fishing.
You better hop in quick, because word on the street is Fly All Season's got some pretty neat stuff coming down the pipe.
And those Discord peeps, they're
the OGs.
They get the first notice.
Yeah.
So,
but with that, we got to keep running up this canyon before the light dissipates. So, folks, whenever you make your way to the great state of Colorado, or wherever you find yourself, make sure to keep those feet in the water. And until next time, tight lines.